Really, there's two main messages, and it has to do with weeds management. I want farmers today to realize there's no silver bullet. So there's no new technology that's going to solve the problems that we've created. Not going to happen. The second thing is we've got to listen and we need to learn. So there's been some issues with weeds that have occurred in other states, Iowa, Minnesota. We've got to learn from those experiences to make sure that those issues don't happen in North Dakota. Well, from a weed management standpoint, I like wheat. We plant wheat early, and it competes very well with weeds, partially because we plant wheat in narrow rows, and it grows quickly in the early spring climate. Now that stated, we have some challenges in wheat production as well with some resistant weeds, like wild oats, for example. But if you stack them all up, wheat's a good crop as part of a weed management strategy, and it certainly complements the other crop. And quite frankly, it's usually not as big a challenge as some of the other crops. I think the winter, the off-season, if you want to call it that, is just a tremendous time of the year to listen and to learn. So I think about it as doing research. So farmers doing their own research, listening, getting ideas, talking to others, and try to figure out what other people are doing. Because in a couple of months, and it doesn't take that long, but once we start getting into March and April, it's time to execute the plan. It's not time to create the plan, it's got to be executed. So use the off-season, use the winter, the meeting season as a way of learning. Margins are tight. Certainly they are in corn and wheat, and guess what? Soybean too. So, and yield potential is what it is. Now, what we have to do is protect yield potential, and we do that through agronomics. And I think that's what this meeting accomplishes. It's a way of learning about agronomics to protect that yield potential, hopefully to find ways to save a few dollars per acre, here and there through various inputs, but on the other hand, to achieve that top-end yield that your genetics are capable of.